word search or keyword search to find out what the actual phrase is that needs to be in my text to get people to the blog. Is that true?
More or less.
Okay.
And again, it's
because I'm wondering why you're doing a search on reputation marketing.
Okay, well, that's just my first phrase. Here's the other. Reviews, press, reviews, like there are a few that I'm coming at this from numbers of angles. In other words, the question that I'm working through right now is, what's the best way to get my ideal reader? How can I get their attention? That's the question I'm really processing. So I'm pulling multiple keywords that I think are possible. Here are the possibilities. Some people already know about reputation marketing and they're looking for it. Some people, they know about reviews and they just have a question about them. Some people, if it's a restaurant owner, then they might be trying to do research in particular about restaurant reviews. Some people just want more word of mouth marketing. At this point, I'm gonna say, well, Google, you help me out. What else are you gonna give me? So I'm gonna do the search, then I'm gonna scroll down and see. Okay, low competition, but nevertheless it's being searched on. Restaurant reviews, low but more. Excuse me, now here's a good one. Word of mouth marketing. I know business owners want more word of mouth marketing. So, excuse me, something I might try. I'm gonna do a blog post. How to get more word of mouth marketing. Make sense?
Mm-hmm. So then when people go online to search for word of mouth marketing, even if it's restaurant owners in particular, you'll come up because you have such a low amount of local monthly searches. But it says medium competition, but it just means the several people that are doing it, I guess.
Well, here's the real question. Here's the real question. Now type word of mouth marketing. The real question is how competitive is that phrase, word of mouth marketing? And what I'm looking at right now is right here. About 13.8 million results. That's pretty competitive.
Wow, yeah.
That's what I'm really up against over here.
Wow.
Okay? Now, the way that you get to page one fast is, here's the thing, in business. You want a phrase that has good marketability. You want reasonable competition, not zero competition. You know why?
Well, your credibility goes up for one if there is some competition.
Good. It's good.
If you have no competition at all, then I mean, are you really pursuing a good idea or a good keyword search?
You hit it on the head. That's it. If there's no competition at all, what it really suggests is maybe there's no money to be made right there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, one of the ways you can always tell on the internet if you're in an area if it's a good opportunity to go by, is if the page is filled with ads. Now, there is a possibility that this page is not filled with ads. I got one ad on the bottom and two on the top, but I have no ads over here. Whereas if I just type in pest control, I got ads everywhere. This is one of the primary ways you do internet market research. If there's no advertising, there's no money to be made. But if there's a page full of ads, there's a lot of money to be made. And it's real simple.
Okay.
Okay.
Makes sense.
So if I come back and I say, well, okay, let's try a little slight variation. Now mind, notice, this is what's called, and I wanted to point this out to you as well. This is what's called Google Suggest. Google is suggesting to me other similar terms that people are proven to search for when they start with a string like this.
Okay.
And sometimes, why is that good? That's good because, you know, here. Let's say you lived in Hateville and you want Hateville customers.
Wow.
It shows me 0 searches, right?
Mm-hmm.
That doesn't mean there's nobody in Hateville looking for it. What it means is Google is not reporting how many people are in Hateville. But my guess tells me you know what? Okay, and I had to get too far into that. It's interesting. It does appear from this, Google is only going to suggest keywords and phrases that other people have already proven to type in. They're not going to suggest to me something brand new. Mm-hmm. It's pretty easy to tell that I'm typing Hateville by the time I get the feed.
Right.
But you see how it immediately brings up Huntsville, Alabama with the H?
Mm-hmm.
Huntsville, Hinesville, Hoshton.
Mm-hmm. The more popular of searches, if any, with that beginning with an H at least. Yeah.
Right. Now, Hinesville,
that's almost in Savannah.
it's probably going to come up 0s. Here's what I'm expecting. See, they don't show me anything.
Wow.
And this is why I wanted to show you Google Suggest. Because let's just say, if you were in that area, let's just say hypothetically, there were 25 people a month looking for pest control in Hinesville.
And nobody's tapping that.
And nobody's tapping that. That could be a honeypot for you because this little small area sitting off to the side, nobody's really trying to go after it because it's not a huge metropolitan area. So it could, from a marketing perspective, if it's being overlooked, you go in there and you pull out, even if it's just 55 people a month searching, which isn't a big number. Well, if you just added 20 people to your route, that could take your business to a, That's why I wanted to point out to you Google Suggest, because even when you're doing keyword research, Google, they tell you a lot, they don't tell you everything. Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you do want to pay attention.
Well, where would you put that though? Are those terms that you would put, I guess, in a blog, maybe?
Here's what I would do. I'd create a page. We can create a page on your site. And I mean a page, Pest Control, Hoshton, Georgia. Create a page, and then create content for that page. And then I would do social bookmarking. I put 800 social bookmarks just to that page. And what's going to happen is when people no. Now, so you create a page. See, this is a page on that website, progressivepestcontactus.com. So you create a page that says Hoshton, Georgia. You do 800 bookmarks, social bookmarks to it. There is a large likelihood, I can't promise you, but there's a large likelihood that your page now is going to start ranking on page 1 of Google when people type in that search phrase. and your phone will start ringing more. If you start showing up here. 80% of all traffic goes to the top 3 links.
So if you create a page, what does it look like on the site? I mean, so you'll have, is it an actual page that has a tab?
No, you don't. That's it. You create the page and you optimize it just like you would any other page, but you don't put it on your navigation.
Okay, but it's on the site but not navigated.
Exactly.
Okay.
Yeah. So you create the page, and see, the thing about that, you keep it simple. So what you do, literally.
So will people ever look at this page though if it's not navigated to?
Yeah, because it's going to come up in the search results.
Yeah, but if it comes up in the search results on Google, if they click on it, it goes to my website. But where would the page be? How would they be able to see it if it's not navigated to or not?
No. Even it's not on your navigation bar, but they can still land on the page because it's in the search results.
Oh, so when they click on the search results, it takes them directly to that page.
Exactly.
And that's the only way to get to that page.
Yes.
Interesting. Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. So you could literally, like, we'll create the page. Here's literally how I would do that. So we go to pages. I should have just clicked add new, but it's already going through the cycle. Okay, so I'm not going to publish it, but that wasn't it.
Hoshton?
Yeah, I could.
This is just an example, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's Hoshton is kind of.
Yeah.
Actually, I've been up to Hoshton.
Really?
Yeah, I had one customer from a Groupon.
Okay.
It's up there. It's just above. It's at the top of Gwinnett County. Almost. It borders Gwinnett and Jackson County.
Okay.
So we're up 85. Either way, yeah.
So that right there. So then you do that. You change this to, you just finish. Okay, because you do want your extension to match the keyword. You want your keyword in the extension. Okay. And then you write the content. Now you could literally take the content from your here.
From one of the other pest pages.
Open the window. Yeah.
Wow.
There we go. So you could take this content, copy it, paste it, change the title tag, a handful of words, done deal. I mean, it's just that simple. Now, the difference is when you do that, you come down here, you fill this out because you want the page to be found in the search results. So, pest control Hoshton, you personalize the description for expert pest control in Hoshton, Georgia, and then whatever else you want that to say, you do your keywords down there. If you got the plugin, the SEO presser, you do whatever. I probably get a map of Hoshton or a bug or something, but I'm gonna put an image in there. Okay. Once the page is done, you could literally go through. Excuse me. And once you got the flow of it, a couple, 2-3 hours a night, you could do 3 or 4 different cities. And now, yeah. And so that's going to help you rank in those individual cities. Like literally, I do 3 cities, spend $15, social bookmark each one of the pages. And that's where you start. Then do a blog post announcing, you announce, here's what we're doing in Houston. That's a blog post. You dig the blog post, you stumble upon the blog post, you take the blog post link on a link about the blog post, you put it on Facebook. So there's one page, you got a page about Houston. Then you write a blog post about the services that you're now providing in Houston. Could be Marietta.
Right.
So now you got this blog post about the services you're providing in Marietta. So this now on target pest control comes to Marietta. There we go. Okay, so this is the blog post. So now, dig, stumbled upon, first thing I do is social bookmarks via Fiverr. So that's the first thing I do. Then you dig, you stumble upon. Once you connect your Facebook, like mine is, Twitter, LinkedIn, now you got 3 for 1. So you just put one post here, but it shows up in all 3 places.
Right.
Press release. And because what happens is, so you're going to all these places and you're putting a note here, or a link, really, a link here, a link here, a link here, a link here. All 3 of those are linked there. And all those links point back to you. That's how you climb up in the rankings. And so now when somebody down here and they say, well, which I can guarantee you, this is, I can put money on this. You get at least $500 a month here.
Well, it's going to be more than that. Marietta. 1,300.
So now you got a page, and it's just, you know, a real title for you might be that could be a real blog, or that could actually be your blog title and your page title.
Now, does the word "in" become relevant?
It's not a big deal.
Okay.
Yeah, that's one of those words you don't even worry about it.
Ins, commas, things like that are not that big of a deal. Okay.
Right. Yeah. So, but that's, so if you, like, you know, you created 3 pages in a night using that process, make your $15 investment, you know, you following the best practices of what we've gone over, then you just look for the results and say, okay, you watch your Google Analytics and say, okay, how much traffic am I getting to these pages? You know people are looking. So you find cities where you know people are looking. You create a page specific to that city, but these are not pages that you're putting on your navigation.
Right.
They're just pages that are on your site. But when you can optimize a page on your site without trying to optimize your whole site.
Right.
And then it's just a matter of how much traffic do these pages get, and you watch your Google Analytics to see.
How do I connect or view the analytics on my site?
Let's see. That's where
Because I'll need to create a Google AdWords, one of those keyword. Is it AdWords that I have to create to get the keywords? An
Yes.
account?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right. Settings. Let's see. No, it's plugins. Might be a plugin we got to put in here. Yeah. So just going to get that in here.
So the Google AdWords campaign that I'm about to do, I would have to create an AdWords account first anyway.
Yes.
Okay.
Are you using your? Let me do this. Whew. Okay. Let's throw it out here. Thank you. That does sound like rain.
I think it is.
My goodness. Come on. Please wait. We're waiting. Okay. So. Okay. So you've probably updated, you've changed your password to that too, because I haven't been in there and I don't know when.
Which one? Which is? This is for my.
Gmail.
I don't think I've been in there, man. It may be just that particular one might be the same.
On target atl@gmail.com.
I haven't touched that one.
Well, let's see here. Let's see what we can.
Are these? Is it in red box because it's the wrong password or something? 'Cause I have not set. I haven't touched those. Not that one.
Let me see. Okay, go do this. See what happens. Oh, here we go.
Boy, excuse me. Is this the which, is it on target pest@gmail.com?
I think it's on target pest ATL.
I don't think I haven't touched that one. I don't use it.
Yeah, on target ATL at Gmail. Okay, let's see. I wonder what happened there. Might have been some nefarious activity. Your phone number is 404-502.
9490. 502-9490, yeah. Six 637-183.
Okay. What you want your password to be?
Do God's will.
Oh wow, this is.
The password.
Ooh. Here's how we do it. GOD. Percentage sign. Here's a special character.
Okay.
God's will percentage sign.
Okay.
Oh, goodness gracious. Google is a stickler on security. I will say that they are really. Okay, so you just, okay, so. Okay, so jump in here. It's been eons since I created it. Here's what had to happen. Somebody had to try and log into your account without the right login information. That's why that password wasn't working anymore. Which is really strange.
And this should, I can't imagine what emails would be in here. They're interesting. I have not looked at this account like ever.
When I set up your Craigslist posting, and I set up the ad for you on Backpads, and yeah, I set up all of this stuff here. Your Google Analytics account. It's interesting. I created that. That's okay. So now when we come over here, they got a ton of plugins for Google Analytics. I always look at the ratings before choosing a plugin. 48's decent. This is the one I use a lot. 421 positive ratings there. I'm probably gonna go with Google Analyticator. I look for 5-star. I look for 4 or 5-star plugins. 1181. 13. Yeah, these are the two. I usually choose between this one and Google Analyticator. Let's go with this one. I like 1100. It's more than twice as many. Activate. Now, this is a prime example. I'm talking about hosting. What I would do is I would take this error, copy it, go to Notepad, paste it, Now I'm gonna call HostGator and say, hey, help me understand this error. What does it mean? Is this something, can you fix this? Like, that's how I would deal with that from a hosting perspective.
Okay.
Okay. Now, if I back up, your plugin was probably installed. Let's just see. Yep, successfully installed the plugin. So let me come down and install plugins. Sure. Now we're already logged into your Gmail account, so this should go pretty easy. Click to authenticate with Google. You're already logged in, so we just say grant access. Hopefully this will work. If not, we'll have to do it manually. Interesting. Okay, so in that case, come back to plugins. No. Yeah, I said yes to that. Come to settings. Okay, so here's what plugins. So Google Analyticator. So this is no, hadn't it? No, I want to search. Okay, so the first one we installed, which is down further, didn't work. I want to see, and this is just you're getting a real world approach to how I get this stuff done. Okay, now, so I'm gonna go back. This might be why I use this plugin more often. Then I'm going to deactivate this one. But in your, I would still, like, I'll send you that error message. Google Analyticator. Delete. Yes. Activate. Same thing. Okay, this is where I'd be picking up the phone, getting on the phone with HostGator.
That's something we can deal with at some point in time, though.
Yeah. And wow. But the bottom line is this number right here, UA244549111-1. That's the number that we're trying to get integrated so that the analytics will work.
Okay.
Okay, that's what the whole process is about. Now, so we're just gonna back up. Okay, so let's just go back to wanted to just go on and get that integrated and set up. But the test page, which we did not, yeah, it's in draft form. So come back, hit edit, and really as a better choice. I'm gonna just change Hoshton to Marietta. And that way you can finish it later.
Okay.
Okay. And you may decide you want to do natural or another keyword phrase, but page titles, you want to be grammatically correct. Page extensions, you don't. People who read titles, search engine reads the page extension. And the search engine doesn't have to be pest control in Marietta, whereas this, you want people to read pest control, or excuse me, as a matter of fact, let me keep it consistent. And you notice you always have to have a dash in there.
Yep.
So natural pest control, Marietta, GA, that's sufficient for the page extension, whereas you do put the, I think that's a preposition, in the page title.
Okay.
So at this point, then you just hit save draft. If SEO Presser was installed, it would give you a green. When you start off, you always have like red X's, which say this hasn't been done yet.
Right.
Well, as soon as you do something on the list, the red X turns to a green check, and then your score is going to appear.
Okay.
So then as you start writing content, you know, On Target Pest Control has finally decided, or whatever your content is, excuse me, the thing that you want to remember from you got the 1% to 2%, that's not a hard deal to do. And in case you didn't know, it's always going to give you a word count right here.
Okay.
So you always know that.
So when I do the SEO presser, it'll rank my existing pages and tell me, give me some suggestions on those pages as well. Is that
Yes.
correct? Okay, good.
Yes.
Okay, because I'm going to go back and tweak some of those as well as create some new pages. Okay.
So you work through your content, following those guidelines, 1% to 2%. You get, you know, your keyword and your title. Typically in the content, you want your keyword in the first sentence, you want it in the last sentence, and then you want it evenly spread out throughout the body of the content so that it falls within your 1% to 2% keyword density.
Okay.
Okay, and that's pretty much, that's the easiest way to give you a guideline on that. Title, first sentence, last sentence, and evenly dispersed throughout the rest of your content.
Okay.
Okay, to equal your percentage. You do your subtitles, give them your H1 tags as appropriate, H1, H2, H3. Excuse me. Whenever you are doing photos, and I'm just going to add a basic photo just so you can see how that works. So you come in here, hit select files, you come down to pictures. I keep, you know, I'm always getting pictures for something. If it's not me, if it's okay, it's not letting me do it. No. But here's what it'll do. There you go. That's what I wanted. Okay, so now I've been through a couple crashes, so I had a folder with pictures for you. I may not have it anymore. Let's see. Oh, you know what? I probably do. Yeah, here it is. So we'll just grab the Cricut. Now, it's been uploaded. This is it right here. Okay. So when we talked about the alt tag, that's it right here, alternate text. I make these the same. So this is where your keyword research really comes into play, because hypothetically, and I've already closed out the keyword research, but let's say the keyword, somebody really wanted to get rid of crickets, and the keyword that the people are typing in is how to get rid of crickets, just like somebody said how to get rid of spiders,
right,
or how to get rid of red ants. Well, if that's your keyword, then okay, This will happen to you too. Once you've already uploaded a photo, if you just haul, wait a minute, I ended up going to my site. That's what happened. There. I don't know how that happened. So, how to get rid of crickets. If that's the key word that people are looking for, that's what you title, or more importantly, that's what the alt tag is.
Okay.
That's how that works. Don't worry about the description. You do a left on the alignment, in most cases. Set this to none. Depending upon what looks best in the post, if 296 by 405 looks good, we go with it. Now typically what I do, and then you just hit insert into page.
Okay.
There you go. Now, what I tend to do is I write my content first and then put the photos in later.
Okay.
Okay. I just want to show you exactly what that looks like. So I'm just going to grab some generic content here. Because if B's not having a connection, but boy, oh boy.
Yeah. Wow.
Let's see. Let's do this. I was thinking it was that particular page that was slow coming out. That's why I figured I'd do a update the search, but that's not helping. I know what to do. There. I guess not. Wow. I'm gonna keep that service.
Yeah, it's nice being able to have some mobile service at times, though, you know?
Yeah. I guess in reality, my expectation is definitely higher. Well, here's what, I don't want to waste too much time trying to do that. Well, let's see, it's up now, so maybe. Yeah, I just really want to, just so you can have on video as well, so you can see how this content works, and it's not what I was hoping for. That's all right. Let's just take this. Copy. Paste. Okay. So, drop some content in there, hit save draft. Wherever you want your photo to show up, that's where you put your cursor. It's already uploaded. Notice it's sitting in your media library. If you click this, it gives you this is where you upload.
Okay.
So you just got two different. Once you upload it, it's always in the library. You can just go back and get it, or you can select another photo if you want it. It just, you know, whatever.
Okay.
So we'll just do this since it's different. already got it set for left, media file, full size. Let's bring it down, knock it down to 300. But I want none. I don't want it to link. And then click insert to page. There you go.
It automatically moves the text when the image comes in.
Yeah. If you want it smaller, you just click on that. Come on, slow. Gee willikers. It's going to give you a diagram up here, and it'll say 100%, 90%, 80%, 70%, 60%.
Right.
If you click on the, say, 70% designation, it's going to reduce the photo by 70%. Excuse me, it's going to
Reduce it to a 70%.
yeah, there you go. There, perfect. So then you just click on that, but you have to actually, see right now it's just hovering. You have to click on it and then move, and it'll keep it. And if you wanted to, you could move it to right, and it's going to change it for you.
Right.
Center is going to put it on top of everything. It's not going to put it in the middle of the content. It actually raises it above the content.
Okay.
If you do none, then it's going to be above the content on the left.
Okay.
But left is what?
In the text on the left.
Yeah, okay. You can always make your adjustments to the title, and you see the alt text is here. If you will need to make additional adjustments, advanced settings. The only additional adjustments I make, every now and then, I will put in a photo without a caption. If I do a photo without a caption, I typically set the border to 0. If you want to increase the spacing between the photo and the text, that's what vertical and horizontal space does.
Got it.
And then you just always hit update. Now, right in here, you don't see any space between the photo and the text. But if we were to publish it, it's not going to look like that. It's going to give you a little space in there automatically.
Okay.
Always. While you're working on it, you just hit, it's going to save for you automatically, which is why it's grayed out and it just came back. You hit save draft. So if you're out on the road, you might have a 30-minute break. Hey, I'm going to do some work, get a Wi-Fi, start on a post, save draft. You're going to go home, finish it over a couple days or finish it tonight. You know, but the key important things to remember: keyword in the title, keyword in the first sentence, last sentence dispersed throughout the text. So we've covered all of this. Again, same thing. And you're so off media, off page social media, you do want your keyword in there, but it's not as critical as it is on page.
Okay.
Okay. All SEO should start with keyword research. Identify your best 3 to 4 word phrases to describe the core service of your product. We pointed out the keyword tool for faster, more comprehensive results. Yeah, we talked about that keyword, so we went over that. Complete your keyword search, download into Excel, showed you that. You decide what you're going to pursue. Here. What I tend to do, now you can see you've got 630. It's a lot of, now obviously you don't need all those.
Right.
What I do though, when I'm doing my initial keyword research, I may invest an hour, hour and a half deciding what keywords do I really want. So I'm gonna just kind of scroll through and I might say, felt like a bug up there. Let's see. You know, I might want that one. So what I do is I just highlight what I want.
Okay.
Or even more so, what I will often do is I will take a row, highlight that, highlight that, you know, it would be Atlanta as opposed to Florida or Texas, so I would highlight. Now, Then what I'm often going to do is I'm going to push the control button. 1, 2, hold control down. 3, control. You're kidding me. Okay. Every now and then, it's always more than one way to skin a cat. It won't let me do the whole row. I'm just holding control down every time. Now when I hit control C, now it lets me copy them. I don't know why it won't let me do the whole row. Go to a new worksheet, control paste.
Cool.
Why did it? That's strange. That's why I did, because there are no titles in their page. Okay, so are you an Excel guy?
Nope.
Copy. Now when we come back, there we go. Now, so now you've got grouped in one page the core keywords that you want to work with.
Right.
I saved the worksheet. Now I can come back to it one day, 1 month. And these are the 3 maybe 50 keywords that I've decided, here's what I'm going to focus on over the next quarter. So now when it's time to brainstorm, here's where I come to get it done.
And you can write your articles based on those words.
Exactly.
Cool.
Okay. Talked about Google Suggest. You already have the plugin set up on your site. Talked about the H tags. Set your keyword in bold and italics, keyword density, kept that, add plenty of original content to your site. We talked about how to use PLR. Integrating videos on your page. Okay, so probably just a couple other things. Set up internal linking. Okay, so here. Okay, so man, I wish. Okay. You can either hit the delete button or hit that delete little deal there, and it's the same result.
Okay.
So, I'm going to try and do this somewhat expeditiously. Number may be a little off, but So, natural pest control, I may not hear. First sentence, title, first sentence, H2, H3, and obviously you would build this out some more from a content perspective, but that's pretty much it. And following those guidelines. Now, I got 192 words. By the time you really build that up, it's not hard to get to 250, 300 words. And then 300 words really is 1, 2, 3 uses of your keyword. Bam, you're there. And that's it. So
Now, inserting video, I will go to insert media.
Yes. Here's the best way to do that. All your videos that are created, you want to upload them to YouTube.
Okay.
After uploading a video to YouTube, here's a good plugin. It's free. If you decide later you want to upgrade to something, that plugin I got, I think it's a premium plugin. It's about, I'd have to check the price on it. I think the standard price is like $200.
Wow.
But it's really, really nice. If you wanted it, I'd install it for you probably for $50. But the free one is, it's good enough. A lot of people don't use them. It's just, if you prefer having there are a couple of reasons why I use it, and I'll tell you in a second. Here, but I want you can get this now. The thing I don't like about just doing naked YouTube videos, couple things. One, you have very little control over the video. So you can't really control what's the first thing people see when they land on your site. My plugin lets you control what the first image people look at. You control the last image people see. YouTube videos, you'll end the video and they're giving you they're promoting 6 other videos that they want the person to watch. No, I don't want you watching other videos. I want you to stay on my website. My plugin lets you control that, and my plugin controls the look and the feel of the video itself. So I can set the video in the frame of an iPad, an iPhone, or some other frames.
Okay.
YouTube, where is it? It's YouTube Pro, that's what it is. Here it is. This is the one, right? Yeah, 367. Bam. Just activate plugin. Now, obviously, you can go through and do a little read. It's still installed though. I don't know why that error is coming up, but that's one of those. Hopefully, HostGator can get that fixed without an issue. Okay. Oh, smart YouTuber. Here it is. Yeah, see, it's in there. Okay, so if you want to learn how to use a plugin, you either go to the plugin site. Most of the time, you can go to the plugin site. You'll see in most cases, visit plugin site.
Okay.
But come to Smart YouTube, settings. So if you want most of your videos, just let you determine what size they show up in the post. This is a good size, 425 pixels wide by 344 high. If it's a high definition, then it's going to be a wider format. And again, 480 is decent, 560, not too bad. I'm going to leave those sizes as they are.
I know I'll be using a high def camera.
Okay.
Because my video camera is high definition.
Okay. Now I don't know if this works, so this is what you have to test.
Okay.
Do not include related videos, you never want that. You can determine whether or not you want videos to autoplay, and you can go through those. But I'm mindful like you, I don't know what time they close here. So you hit your little update options anytime you make changes, and it's real simple to use. Okay, so see, video height and width in normal mode, HTTP V. All you do is you get a YouTube URL, stick a V in there, and that's it. It is so easy to get YouTube videos to play with this plugin. So, let's scroll up. Pages. What did we just build? A page or a post? That was a page.
Mm-hmm.
So come to a page. Come on, come on, come on. Here. Now, come on, come on, come on.
Let's check to make sure the library wasn't emptying out.
Yeah.
Forget we're in here, lock us in.
That would not be good. Come on. Oh, boy, this is kind of some deep work right here. Okay. YouTube. I just want to pull the video. Boy, this is like, Has it been helpful for you, man?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you. I appreciate you taking the time to do this, man. You know, it's one of those things that I need to know how to do, you know, and if I know how to do it, I can at least be working on it behind the scenes, you know?
Yeah. I had a restaurant owner ask me last week. I was presenting to him on some mobile marketing, and I showed him his site and then another site. He was like, man, how do you learn how to do all this? I said, well, one, I'm not married, so I don't have a family to tend to. I said, it takes a lot of time, trust me. Let's see. We'll do that one. Okay. Come on. Boy, days and moments like this when you really appreciate speed. Hey, look at here. Look who comes up number one. Although it's slow coming up. We got 34 views. So, pop into the video. Share, grab that, copy.
Hello, I'm Bernie Ferguson, Voluntary Pest Control. We protect your home with environmentally safe products and methods. I want to talk to you today about natural pest.
V, just like that. Save draft.
So when it opens up on the site, the text will change to a picture at that point?
Yes,
Interesting.
people will see the video.
And not the link to the video.
Exactly. That's why I like that plugin. So now I trust this is going to work in draft mode. That's the only thing. It should. Come on. Yep, that's it. And that's exactly what you want.
So this can only be seen by following that link for natural pest control in Marietta.
Well, yes. So if this page were actually live on your website, right now it's in draft mode. If someone were to type in AtlantaPestControl.com, on targetpestcontrol.com/ natural-pest-control-Marietta, enter, and they pull up this page.
Okay.
Yeah.
But they're not going to do that, obviously. So most people aren't going to go through that whole iteration of natural-pest control.
Oh, no. That's why, from a optimization standpoint, that's why we optimize the page by all that. That's why we do all of this.
Yeah.
We do this, all of those. That's what causes this page to come up in the search results, so that all people have to do is click the link.
Right.
Yeah.
So just people from Marietta, obviously, would chances are, or
Right.
someone looking for pest control in Marietta would only be able to see this particular page. But as far as on the regular site, if somebody just typed in on targetpestcontrol.com,
Exactly.
you wouldn't be able to see that because
Right.
it's sort of behind the scenes
Exactly.
and linked only by that particular link for natural pest control in Marietta.
Yes.
Cool.
Yeah. So, we covered integrating video, internal linking. Last thing I want to, probably second to last, because one other thing I do want to show you. Internal linking. When we come to your home page, we'll just use natural pest control. So, okay, we don't have that term. Okay, here's an example. Let's say if maybe I'll change it right now. Okay, I can just show you without doing. Yeah, that's what I can do. So internal linking, one of the things that helps your site be more search engine friendly is when you place a link on the home page that takes people to an internal page on your site.
Okay.
So let's just say we wanted to do, and the way I really am thinking about this, because we know that one of your fortes is natural pest control. So let's say strategically we said, okay, we want to get people to the page about natural pest control. Well, it's obviously here. They can click services and then click it. But let's say they don't click the drop down, so they don't know that's there.
Incidentally, I do need to tell you, Ramon, that for my marketing efforts, I'm going to be building the company, excuse me, a large part of the company around this whole natural and organic pest control.
Okay.
So.
Okay. So what we would do is we would take strategically and say we're going to get the word natural pest control. We're going to get it in here in the first page.
Right.
And here's what I need to come back and say on those 2,000 words. I'm going to come back on just that in just a moment because I don't want to forget. Remind me.
Okay.
So if we, let's say hypothetically, without dealing with the context of what's here now, if this said, when it comes to natural pest control, we're going to turn that into a hyperlink.
Okay.
And then this hyperlink now is what leads people to this page.
Right.
So even if they never click on the drop down, there's another call to action that suggests to them, hey, click here if you want to know more about this. Here's how you do that. Just click on edit page. So, if that said natural pest control right now, I'm going to hyphenate that. I don't know. First thing we got to get is we got to get the exact address. So we take that address, Control C for copy, minimize the window, come down here. This is what's called an anchor text link. Is there for a minute? Go up to the hyperlink where it says insert or edit link. Click on that. Do Control V for paste. Come down here. Add link. Now, you get to determine, typically I'm going to leave it like this. Open link in new window tab. No, I want them to stay in the same window. If you want another window to open up, then you just put a check mark there.
Okay.
Just hit add link. Now you got a hyperlink. So now, when you hit the update button, and we'll take it off in just a moment. But we could leave it actually, it really does fit.
Yeah.
So now when you, here, that's what I want, here, view page. Now, this is the other thing I wanted to show you. Now, that's a hyperlink, but it's hard to tell.
Yeah.
Okay? But, so now we're going to fix that. And this was the other thing I wanted to show you. This is specific to your site. So, come in the dashboard. I probably need to add this plugin, I bet you. Let me see, plugin. There's a plugin called Style Manager. I've learned a lot since I built this site. Now I'm thinking about it. Okay. So, add new. This is a specific plugin to these themes that come with Builder. This is not, you can't use this plugin with any site. Just in case you created another WordPress site. Upload. Browse. Documents. Software. WordPress. My thing. 118. See, it's 6. I'm looking for 6.4. Here it is. Yeah, see, I just downloaded this one on the 9th. iThemes is constantly updating stuff. That's one of the things about having a premium theme. I mean, the subscription I pay for is good for a year. But this is what allows you to change the look and the feel of your site without having to do code. So it's a huge value, a huge time saver. If I had to do code, I wouldn't be building websites.
You and me both. I was, the first time I took a stab at a site with my niece, and she had to do some of the code stuff. And at that time, she was working with Dreamweaver, but still had to do some code stuff behind the scenes. It's just too much, man. I mean, I personally wouldn't be able to do it.
Yeah, man, it's crazy. That's one of the reasons why I like iThemes. It gives you a chance to get into a site and really do some pretty significant customization without having to be super technical. Like we didn't even get into, but if you go into, my theme, which is layouts and views, that determines the page layout. So when you see a page and you got that right-hand column over there, you can have a page with one right-hand column, or a page with a right-hand and a left-hand column, or you can create almost unlimited views, which is what makes this a true premium theme and not a template.
Right.
Some people have templated websites. This is not a template, it's a theme. There's a big difference. Because a template is you're restricted, you don't have the flexibility. So now we want to activate the plugin. It's amazing. That's coming up on everything, but I know it installed, thankfully. So, oops, style manager. Okay. Yep. Gotcha. Create style. Oh, that's right. Ooh, I just remember that. Okay, let me think about that. It's been updated. What does this look like? That's interesting. It's giving me the responsive view. Okay, let's do this. Primary. When I create a style, I just typically name it primary. I make it global. Now, what are we changing? What was it we just did?
So link to the natural pest control?
The link. Thank you. Links. So, come up here, drop down, link color. Bam, bam, bam. We'll do underline. Now, let's just we don't do this. Yeah. Yeah, see?
Nice.
So that's how that works. The color that the link is naturally, blue. But as soon as someone hovers over it, it turns green.
Consistent with the color of the website plus green being natural. So.
Yeah. So then all we have to do is come down and hit. In this case, I want to do save style, continue editing, because this is the other thing I really wanted to show you.
Don't forget the 2,000 words comment, by the way.
Thank you. site background. Is it? No. But I want back. I clicked on it already. So even your page title right here that's black, that happened in one of the updates. So I think it's here, page content styling. So let's move this up, drop down so I can hear page title. There we go. That's exactly what I wanted. Wow. Watch. Text, color. Now, this is where you get into the really finer points of just site design. Even though I don't, come on, I didn't want to do that. There we go. Even though I don't code per se, I do want colors to match really well. So this is how I do that. Oh, where is it? Here. I go into Photoshop. This is the free version. You can get Photoshop CS2 for free, by the way.
Oh, really?
Yeah. It's an older, outdated version. They don't support it, but you can get a download link off their site.
Off the Adobe website?
Yeah.
Interesting.
So, I come here, go open. So another client. Come back to on target. Here, logo. Just give me a JPEG. Here, JPEG 72. This is big enough. Okay. So now I get the color dropper, which is right here. Eyedropper, excuse me. Come over here. I want the font to match what's in the logo, so I just tap it and it picks up the color. I go in here, I get the hexadecimal code, copy, I come back to the site, page title, color, paste. See the subtle difference?
Mm-hmm.
But that's an exact match.
Cool.
And then we come down. Save style, continue editing. But this, what I wanted to show you was the style manager. This is how where you control the look and the feel of your site.
Okay.
And what I can explain on there, 2,000 words. And this is why I said in the beginning, this is a guideline, not a rule. If you don't get 2,000 words on your home page as it is, it's not a big deal. The easiest way to do this, and this is how a lot of people get this done, is they make their blog their home page. And so if you've got 10 blog posts, even 8 blog posts, 8 blog posts, and each one is 400 words, 8 times 4 is 32, that's 3,200 words. Mm-hmm. That's how you get that many words on your home page. But typically, an average page is only going to have 250, 300 to 500 words content. But if you have that many words on your home page, it's going to help you. If it's well written and well optimized, it's going to help you rank better. But here's the thing: if you take, if you take the whole picture of what I've given you, and you do your title tags are already really done. Your title tags are done right. You're doing fresh, up-to-date content. The content is well optimized. Really talking about your blog posts. What I didn't talk about is written here, though. Press releases and articles. here's the thing. A press release is it's an article in a news format. So it's still your 250 to 400 words. An article is just that. It's like a blog post, but it's not sitting on your website. An article might be sitting over on
Like e-zine or something like that.
easyinarticles.com.
Yeah.
Easyinarticles.com is considered a link farm now. They're not as reputable as they were before the Penguin update.
Okay.
Google released the Panda update on September 27th last year. I forget when the Penguin happened. Penguin was earlier in the year. But they started targeting, they went after websites that offered less than reputable, or let me say, I shouldn't say reputable, content that was not considered unique, authority, not deemed as most reliable.
Okay.
Here's what happens. We talked about spun content earlier. So one of those PLR articles that we talked about, where people get in trouble is they buy PLR content and they don't make it personal. They'll buy it and just republish it. Buy it and republish it. Well, if you've got, it could be 10 websites about graphic arts, but if each one of these websites have duplicate content, they get dinged by the search engine. So in other words, yeah, we see your duplicate content out here, you get penalized for it. Okay, so without losing my point here. So the articles that you write, the problem with easing articles is, I understand it, there was a lot of content that was rehashed. It wasn't original.
And I see that a lot.
And you'll get dinged for that, okay? One of the reasons why it was so easy for me to rank on page 1 for a while is because all of my content was original. Principally, it was the same, because the principles of marketing don't change. But I didn't copy my content from anywhere. I wrote it out of what I understood, and therefore, even if you go to Easy Articles and look at my profile, which I haven't done, they gave me expert status pretty quickly because all of my content was original. So, so what's most important is that you got solid, fresh, original content. It doesn't have to necessarily be 2,000 words. But if you want to go after that, then the way to do that is you change your blog so that your homepage is no longer a true homepage. It's a blog, and I'll show you how to do that in a minute. But that's what I wanted to make sure I pointed out in that regard. Now, the other thing, and this was the last thing I really wanted to make sure you saw, which, man, this is really different on this responsive theme because it's not acting like it used to act. Woo! But I can still show you. I know I can. Where is it? Let me see. Here's what I want. Okay, so now this is the side column, right? Which is here. It's a sidebar. So let's go to sidebar. Now notice, this is a white logo, white background logo on a gray background. Sidebars. I just happen to know the code for white because I do this so much. Now that should, why didn't it already change? Let me see. Sidebar, that is a sidebar. Well, let's just go down and try to see. Sidebar. There we go. So it's a widget. They got it as a widget. I'm thinking it's a sidebar. Same thing to me. Here. I think this is going to give you a better look. Ah, that did do what I thought. Okay, let me fix that quickly. This is the the green disappearing came from when I upgraded your style manager. But thankfully, let's go back and just do this. Site background, image, upload. I'm so glad I still have this file even though my computer crashed. Now this is a prime example of when I say things happen. When they upgraded your particular theme is a responsive theme. And when they upgraded the responsive theme, they went through changes with the style manager. And so now by implementing the newest style manager, it lost the changes from the previous style manager, which clients on target. Where is it? No. I wonder if I put that somewhere else. No. Okay. So, where did I put that? Ah, that's what I can do. Ah, beautiful. Boy, the tricks of the trade. Save image. Set background texture. Save. So always more than one way to skin a cat. Always. Okay, wait a minute. Cancel, get rid of this. Yeah, I'm through with that for now. Where did I? Oh, that's where I saved it. I didn't save it in pictures. I saved it in your file. I want it in pictures. This is clients here. Oh, this happens every now and again, I tell you. There we go. Now, upload image.
Yeah, it's a good thing you know how to do all this stuff, man.
Man, it uses the hours. I tell you, it is It has been a journey, man. But one thing is, I love what I do.
Oh, that's definitely apparent.
Okay, there we go. Yep, see,
Cool.
pops right back in. Saves down, continue editing. Come on, well, I can just go back now. So now we can go back, and now we can refresh. There, that's what we want. Now, there we go, need some navigation. Okay, so I'm going to do the same thing right here. That must be body background. Let me see. Post page. Is this it? No. Container. I bet you that's it. Yep. Container background. Pound 6. Back that up? No, it's not the container. Okay. Now this is where this stuff still sends me in circles though. This is the one thing that can every now and again. Page comments, basic module. Is this it? I think this may be it. Background. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That was, yeah, that looks much better. Content module, duh. Why didn't that shift? Image widget HTML footer. Okay, let me see. Almost. Okay, so let me hit it at 5 and see. Oh, that's what that did. That made the whole thing. Okay, obviously the one thing I'm trying to get right here is this section here where it's still gray, and I really didn't want that. I wanted that to remain transparent. This is where you just sometimes have to get in here and play in order to, and I don't know why, but I see it's 642. Container. Here's what I'm going to do for now, because I don't want to belabor this. I wanted you to see this. Now you see it. I'm going to go in here and play with this a little bit. I'll say over the next couple of days, because I know I got to prepare for a 9 o'clock meeting. But my whole objective really is I just wanted to go from, I wanted to get this this background and this background to white as opposed to gray.
Okay,
Now you tell me, you think it's a better look?
yeah,
Okay, and that's what I was thinking too. So I just, I just need to tinker with it a little bit. And that may, I can get to it over the next couple of days, I know. But for now, because we're like a couple hours over here, I'm gonna go back and let's see. So this back to default the way it needs to be. Page post comment, basic, here it was, basic module. So I'm just gonna take out what I just did. There you go, beautiful. And then that was widget bar. Oh. Let's see. Well, this is where you, every now and then, you like, okay, where did I just made that change? And you got to figure out where you did it. HTML, footer, widget bar, image module, navigation, content, header, module, sidebar, my widget, that's what it was. Yeah. Oh, I forgot they moved it now because it's responsive. So I'll just go down and save it and it should be back to normal. Okay, so that 5. And it should go back to gray.
you get nervous, 'cause I don't see any traffic, we'll be good.
Oh. That's funny. Okay, come on. Okay. And there's still one more, obviously, because there's still some white there. Yeah, I see. You get a real education in doing this stuff, I'll tell you. Site background. No, that's the one where I just uploaded the image. Okay, great. Site font, site links. We don't want to change that heading. Don't want to change that. Container. Could I do container? Okay. This is how you can really find out what stuff is. Like, well, what is that's the container. Okay. Get rid of it. Definitely don't want that. It wasn't in there because there is no page title back. No, it's not there. No, I didn't do anything with comments. Basic module. It ain't there either because ain't nothing. Well, what is basic module? That's basic module. Set to transparent. It's not what we really want to default. There we go. That's what I think the change was. No, it was up in there, I bet. Yeah, and this is where the perfectionist in me really comes out. Because little stuff like this, I hate it. I will work for 4 hours on one little thing like this until I figure it out. Because what really gets me is it's like, no, I just did this. I know I can fix it. And I will be 4 hours doing something like this. Module, header, content, navigation, image, widget. It's not a widget bar, because I know it's not. Although I probably will have to go back and do that later. So now really.
Well, maybe see if we can just play around with it over the next couple of days.
Okay, yeah, because I'll get it back to where it was. Well, either I'll get it back to where it was, or I'll just get it all white. So that it just has a better look to it. All right, man, let's pull this recording.